Good morning, good morning, good morning. Reverend Dr. Mary Whitney here. I wanted to say that today is our 269th day together. And the topic I chose for today's message is Give Me the Confidence to Walk Ahead. How do I acquire the strength and encouragement to walk ahead when circumstances surrounding my husband's life have caused so much of my own life to feel stalled? This is the question I am bringing with me today. There are financial questions, there are household questions, there are questions about when to visit, when to care for him, when to care for myself, and when I'm actually allowed to simply breathe. And sometimes it feels like everything in my life has become when do I go? When do I stay? When do I visit? When do I rest? When do I repair the house? When do I take care of myself? When do I begin again? Where does the winds end? Epistemic humility has taught me I have to admit something. I don't know exactly how this story is going to unfold, and perhaps that is okay. I know when my responsibilities are today. I know what they are. I know what my heart is carrying. I know that I love deeply. And I know that I have spent years trying to do what I always believed was right. But I don't know what God has planned for every remaining year of my life. And I don't want to pretend that I do. Sometimes we can become so afraid of making the wrong decisions that we make no decisions at all. But there is another possibility here. Maybe I can make small, wise decisions without pretending I know my entire future. For today, I'm just going to keep in my heart responsibility is different than self-abandonment. I want us to sit up straight. I want us to give ourselves 3 deep hugs, 3 deep breaths together. I said hugs. We'll hug ourselves while we do 3 deep breaths together. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Yes. Taking care of someone does not automatically mean I must stop taking care of myself as well. And moving forward is not abandoning someone. Sometimes I think we get the two mixed up. Moving forward can mean rebuilding my health, friendships, interests, home, finances, spiritual life, and a sense of identity. It can mean becoming alive again. It can mean discovering who I am now. It does not require me to decide today what tomorrow's relationship will look like. Where do I start over? That is the question I'm facing. Maybe I don't start over. Maybe I start from right here where I am right now in this moment. There is a difference. Starting over can make us feel as though everything before this moment was wasted. But I don't believe that, and I never will. My years have taught me something. My pain has taught me something. My marriage has taught me something. My responsibilities have taught me something. My disappointments have taught me something. My faith has taught me something. And my survival has taught me something. So perhaps the question isn't, how do I erase my past and start over? Perhaps the question is, what can I build from everything I have learned? Remember, my fourth book is Let's Get Real, Lessons Learned from the Field. I've learned a lot in this journey. And as we think of walking ahead, acceptance plus the courage, having boundaries, support systems, plus faith equals forward movement. Acceptance says, this is where I am. Courage says, I can take another step. Boundaries say, I can care without disappearing myself. Support says, I don't have to figure this one out alone. And faith says, I don't have to know everything before I move. And then there is the question of love. I have wrestled with that thought. If I eventually desire companionship of love again, does that make me selfish? I think this is where I need the greatest epistemic humility. I should not answer a complicated spiritual, mental, emotional, or ethical question with a simplistic statement. I need prayer. I need wisdom. I need trusted counsel myself. I need to understand my commitments. I need to understand what is possible and what is appropriate. And I need to be honest about what I am longing for in my heart, in my soul, in my spirit. Wanting companionship does not automatically make someone immoral. But belonging does not automatically tell us what action to take either. A feeling is information, not always instruction. That may be one of the most important lessons I have learned. I can acknowledge what my heart desires without immediately acting on every desire. I can ask God, Lord, what is mine to carry? What is mine to release? What responsibilities remain? What possibilities are appropriate? What does faithfulness look like in this season? And who am I becoming while I wait for the answer? The 3-step rule is this. For this season of my life, perhaps I don't need a 20-year plan. Perhaps I need 3 steps. Step 1, stabilize. Take care of what is immediately necessary. Step 2, rebuild. Begin making my home, relationships, routines, finances, interests, and spiritual life feel like they belong to the woman I am today. Step 3 is discern. Only after creating some stability can I thoughtfully consider what the next chapter might hold. So, stabilize, rebuild, discern. Not loneliness, impulse, decision. There is wisdom in slowing down. Questions as we move forward. For myself, for you, or anyone else going through same or similar circumstances in their lives, a change is a change. Only they're different at times. What is one part of my life that I can be begin to rebuild this week? What does my home need to become? A place where I can live rather than I simply exist. What responsibilities truly belong to me and which ones have I assumed out of guilt? Who can walk beside me while I make these decisions? What would caring for myself look like without abandoning the people I love? What dreams have postponed but not necessarily destroyed? What would I do if I stopped believing that my life was already over? What would a holy, healthy, responsible next chapter look like? So let's think about looking at confidence in a new way. Maybe confidence is saying, I know exactly what I'm doing. Maybe confidence is saying, I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I trust myself to seek wisdom before I act. That is epistemic humility. It is not weakness. It is the courage to admit. It is the courage to say, I don't know yet, and still move. My prayer for today, Lord, give me the confidence to walk ahead without walking away from who I am. Give me the wisdom to distinguish responsibility without guilt. Give me courage to distinguish love from self-abandonment. Give me patience when I don't have answers. Give me discernment when choice becomes complicated. Give me people who can speak truth to me without condemning me. Give me the courage to rebuild what has become stagnant. And Lord, if there are doors that should remain closed, give me peace. If there are doors that should open, give me courage. And if there are doors that I am not yet ready to walk through, teach me how to wait without becoming afraid. I don't want to run from my responsibilities. That has never been who I am, nor will it ever be. I want to run toward what wisdom says for my life. I don't want to live in guilt. I don't want to live without grace. I want to live inside of grace. I don't want to make decisions simply because I am lonely. I want to make decisions because I have become wise enough to recognize what is healthy, faithful, and appropriate for the season I am living. Lord, order my steps, not just the steps that benefit everyone else. Order my steps too, because I am still your creation. I am still alive, and I believe there is still purpose in me. Today I will walk in confidence. Today I don't need to know the entire future. I will take one step, then another, and then another. Because one wise step, one wise step equals a new direction. And perhaps that is how a new life begins. Not with one enormous decision, but with a small decisions that gradually return us to ourselves. So today I am going to stop asking, when will all of this end? And begin asking, what is the next right thing I can do? That is where I will begin. That is where I will walk, and I will trust God to meet me there. Thank you, everyone who have subscribed, who have liked, who have shared our YouTube channel with others. This is the day I will walk in confidence as I move ahead, not because I know everything, but because I know I don't have to. The Lord willing, we will see you on day 270 tomorrow. Until then, we're going to take 3 more deep breaths together and give ourselves a gentle hug. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Yes. And say to yourself, I can move forward without having every answer. God can order my steps one step at a time. Life is not over and there is still purpose ahead. I love you. Take care of yourself. Be blessed and encouraged, and know we desire you to be safe. I know I said a lot and I have a lot on my heart. Thank you so much. It's time I not only minister to you guys, I need to minister to myself too. I love you. Bye-bye.